Bro, that's off the rip.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Off the Rip podcast, episode number 4. I'm your co-host, Tucker Hall.
And I'm your co-host, Bailey Berry.
And I have no idea what we're doing this podcast about. Bailey walked in, and I was like, yo, dude, what's up? I haven't seen you in a week. Like, how was your honeymoon? And Bailey said, I'm not talking about it. He said we're not talking about it. Wait for the podcast. So I guess that's what the podcast is going to be about.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just gonna get right into that one. So how was your honeymoon?
It was great. So I told Tucker, I was like, let's just do it off the rip.
Yeah.
So, dude, my honeymoon was great. It was going so well. We got to the hotel in St. Simon's Island in Georgia, which I didn't even know was a place until.
One little note.
Yeah.
My boss was on vacation this week.
Yeah.
And he called me, and I was like, what are y'all doing? Because like they had to go. You remember Liam Tully from high school?
I do. Yeah.
He graduated from basic training this past, like last week when you all left.
Oh wow.
So Charles's daughter is married to him, so they went down to watch the graduation. Then they went to the beach, and I was like, "What beach y'all go to?" St. Simon Islands.
No way.
Swear to God.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. And they know where your hotel was because they were like, "There's this big ass like." They said it's the fanciest, smallest hotel they've ever seen.
It did. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I was like, that's where they're staying at.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I just had to add that in there. I thought it was kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, so that's where we stayed. It's called Ocean Lodge, dude. The room, I felt like I was in Narcos. Like the place that we were staying straight up felt like just that Pablo Escobar, Fidel Castro, and they're smoking a cigar like vibe. That's how I felt.
Yeah,
and
a little guitar in the background.
Yeah, it did. It was so nice. So day one, I was just felt so good coming back from a wedding, and then we had the reception. I was just feeling good, and I was like, man, now just kind of took like a long, hard look in the mirror, and I'm like, now's the time to like make a good change in my life. So it's like got down there. Day one, we got down there at like 11 o'clock at night on Sunday. Day two, I won't even call that day one. So really day one's the next day. Day one, it rains all day. So we like go to the store, get everything we need for the week. Then we just kind of hang out and went on a walk on the beach at night. Spent some time out on the balcony, drank some wine, just kind of chilled. Went and did a little shopping, because it was raining. So day two, I finally got out on the beach. I'm feeling great. Like this, had time to process everything. I haven't done a single Zen since the reception. I was like, now's a great time for me to cut out nicotine.
Really?
Like, so I have not done Zen. Did some nicotine, but I like smoked some cigars while I was down there. Don't judge me. But done Zen, and that was just for like honeymoon. Like we're out there drinking. I'll smoke a little something. You get the vibes. So I cut out Zen, have yet to buy Zen, have yet to put a Zen in my mouth in over a week now. Got down to the beach first day, I'm like, I'm gonna go on a run. I'm gonna go on a run, start feeling great, you know what I mean? So I went on a run down to the lighthouse. Cause where we're staying, the lighthouse was probably 3/4 of a mile away, roughly. Yeah. So I run down to the lighthouse and the pier, then I run back to where we were sitting. Feeling good. Now I'm ready to start the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So drink like half a water, then crack up in a beer. You know what I mean? Beer's down, crack up another beer, crack up another beer. And I'm feeling so great. It's been it's been a long time since I've been to the beach, so it's like I want to get a good tan. So I'm out there in the sun, dude, and it's like our generation started this whole long sock wearing, like these long Nike socks. Our generation kind of brought that back or kicked it off for the next generation, whatever. So it's like my legs never get any sun at all.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm just out there baking.
Yeah.
I'm out there trying to get a good tan, and I'm in the sun, I shit you not, for 8 hours straight. The whole day. The whole time we were on the beach, I'm just in the sun because I'm going to get a good tan. But I coated myself in sunscreen.
Oh, so you did put on sunscreen?
I put on so much sunscreen.
Okay.
That's why.
Because I was looking at that and I was like, damn, this boy either fell asleep or got too drunk to notice.
No, dude. But I mean,
I forgot to put on the sunscreen.
I put on so much sunscreen because I've had that happen before.
Damn.
Put on so much sunscreen. But I probably drank 5 or 6 beers before I ever drank another water. So I'm just sitting there with the sun hitting me. The only thing I'm doing is dehydrating myself. So it's like I'm just like a little raisin out there with a torch to him. Yeah. You know what I mean? Not a grape. I'm already the raisin. You know what I mean? I'm just no water in me, dude.
Yeah.
So I felt fine. We went back to the room, and I felt okay. Dude, I woke up that next day. My freaking feet, I'll put some pictures on the screen. My feet were so swollen, dude.
I don't know, the picture you sent me, I was just like, I thought you had like had an allergic reaction or like got stung by something, like a jellyfish. Like
it was that bad.
It was that swollen.
Yeah, no.
So like when I saw it, I was like, oh shit, are you all right? And you're
Yeah.
like, it's a sunburn. And I was like, oh, okay, this is funny as hell. Because
Okay.
when I realized it was like not really that serious,
Yeah.
it's just like you just got torched.
I got
it was
torched.
funny as shit, dude.
Man.
And then the picture, you can also put that picture up of your feet in the fucking
in the ice bath.
in the cooler.
Oh my gosh, I had to do that.
I know.
But dude, so that's what I did. So they were so swollen. My feet were so burnt. I couldn't even put socks on.
Yeah.
What I wore for the rest of the week was, we stayed at a nice hotel, so we got a robe and free slippers like in our room, like waiting for us. I wore hotel slippers the rest of the week.
Really? Just because this is the only thing that wasn't killing you?
The only thing that wasn't rubbing against my skin that I could like lightly walk on. Like I tried putting on like my rubber Adidas flip flops and it was just that rubber grinding against my skin. So it's like I was wearing freaking. We went to like nice restaurants. I'm in these freaking slippers, dude.
Hey, honestly though, this kind of like a power move.
It kind of
like you go to these nice restaurants and people are like, "Wow, good for this guy."
Yeah,
you know, it's
I
just
know.
like he's got the balls to walk in this restaurant in slippers. You know,
that is the mindset I was trying to keep.
Yeah,
and not like, damn, these people are judging me. You know what I mean?
If you could keep that mindset, you could keep that judgment out of there, just being like, "Who, what the fuck is going on here?"
Yeah. At the restaurant,
they just
like
let
this.
anybody in this place now, I guess.
Yeah, I know. Oh, dude. So I wore those freaking slippers, and the rest of our honeymoon was great. That definitely put a damper on it because it really restricted. Like I really feel bad for Hannah because that really restricted like what I was able to do. So we went like walking around like the pier area and where the shops and stuff are, and we were able to go out to like bars and stuff. But man, I definitely want to like go on another vacation with Hannah soon and be like, we're gonna do it right this time. Not that we didn't have a fantastic honeymoon because it was great. We had a great honeymoon, but my feet definitely put a lot of restrictions on us because I messed up, and that sucks so bad.
It's easy to do, dude. I mean, every single year, so like I don't get a lot of sun. Usually, like if I'm outside, I'm always wearing a shirt at least. Alan's boat's been tore up, so we haven't been on the lake at all, so I'm not getting any sun. So the first day we go to the beach, you can almost guaranteed I'm gonna have a sunburn.
Yeah.
But I also feel like when you're trying to get a tan, it's nice to sit out there for about 10, 15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, no sunscreen. Just let your skin bake a little bit, get a little burn.
Yeah.
Then put the sunscreen on and stop it from then, because you kind of got to get that little base tan, that little base burn before,
Yeah.
So I try and do that, then you start drinking 4, 5, 6 beers, and then you fucking forget about the sunscreen, and then next thing you know is your feet are fucking swollen.
Oh, dude. It's the worst thing ever.
3 days later, your skin's peeling off.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. But yeah, I guess it's great you guys had a good time. I know that sucks with your feet getting so swollen up.
Dude, and to make
I bet that was painful.
It was so, this is where I messed up even more, and I didn't think about it. The next day, the day after I got sunburned, the next day, before they really got swollen, but I was like, oh man, I messed up here. Like I messed up bad. But I couldn't put anything on my feet, but I was like it's just my feet, or the tops of my feet hurt. I was like, so I was just like straight, Jocko Willink, David Goggins mindset. I'm still going on a run. So I went on a run on day 2, dude. I went on a run on day 2. And because I felt great, I just put my headphones on and was like, just do it. Just do it. Just get it done. but my feet are hurting so bad. My feet are hurting so bad. So like this whole run, I run the same distance. So it's pretty much like a mile and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I run the same distance, but the whole time I'm running on the soft sand, like towards like where the water comes up. So like my feet are dipping in, so I have a little bit of cushion. But it hurts to run normally. So this whole time I'm pretty much running on my heels.
Oh, God.
I'm running on my heels the whole time. Feel great for the rest of the day. That day after the second day of my sunburn, that I woke up, I thought my feet were going to fall off because I ran so weird that my legs were so sore because I had just used the muscle that I never use. The bottom of my calves, like right from here to here.
Behind your ankles.
Right there.
Or above your ankles.
Above my ankles. That was so sore. And then this little, whatever muscle or tendon this is right here, that thing right on the top of your shin, was so sore.
Flex your foot like that. If you flex your foot like that, you feel it. It's front shin and right back here.
So right there.
You run a mile and a half like that.
I couldn't walk. I was like, my sunburned so bad. I didn't know what it was. And then until I thought about it, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just so sore. So like me walking around like a grandpa and my feet hurt. So I can't put anything on my feet because it hurts. And now I can barely walk. Like, dude, it was just a recipe for disaster. So like after that time, it was like, man, I'm really putting a damper on it already. So it's like, I'm ice bath. I'm like putting my feet in a cooler every 30 minutes. Like if we're at the hotel, and then we'll go out to eat. And then it's like, I'm like, okay, I need to just keep my body pumped with fluids. That's not alcohol. So it's like, I'll drink 2 waters. Then it's like, so I was just taking shots instead of drinking beer. So me and Hannah were taking like tequila shots. Anyway, it was so bad. It was, my feet were, the honeymoon really was great. But my feet were so bad, and I definitely was like having to elevate my feet any chance I could get because they were getting so swollen.
Yeah, dude, that blows. I've never had a sunburn that bad. I've had it bad, but I've never had it that bad.
It was
like I felt like you were about to have sun poisoning.
Oh, dude, I thought I was going to too. I thought I honestly may have because it was like purple. I could see my veins. It was gnarly.
That's crazy.
It was gnarly.
That's really crazy.
While we're out shopping, I know you have a little display inside your house. I got you this.
Oh shit, dude!
On our honeymoon, I thought.
Hell yeah! Appreciate that, dude.
Appreciate
that.
No problem.
Yeah, I do. I have like a little display case in there. It's like I haven't necessarily played at all those places.
Yeah.
I guess for people at home, it's literally like it's like a little golf ball glass picture frame.
Yeah.
And you can just set golf balls on it. I think it holds like 30 golf balls.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is pretty cool, dude.
Yeah. So,
thank you.
Yeah. Just from my honeymoon, so I was like,
yeah, that's cool. That's a lighthouse that you ran to.
That is the lighthouse that I ran to, and that's the sun that burned me.
Yes, it is. That thing looks gnarly, dude.
Oh man,
you got a little red ring around it. Yeah, dude, appreciate that. I'll put that sucker in there.
Yeah, dude, no problem. So, end of the week, I was feeling fine. And it just so happened at the end of our honeymoon, there was, on our way back, we ended staying there on Friday, but in South Carolina, it happens once a year in Greenville, South Carolina, there's this thing called Southeast Game Exchange. And dude, like 200 video game vendors go there, and a bunch of YouTubers are there. So instead of like coming home, I was like, Hannah, can we go stay in Greenville and like go to this? And by this time, my feet are feeling okay, but it's like I still can't really wear stuff. Today is the first day that I'm wearing socks and shoes.
Really?
Yes.
Damn.
So we went to this video. We stayed in Greenville, South Carolina at a super nice hotel. It's called A Loft. Like,
oh yeah.
The
pictures you sent or the video you sent was pretty dope.
Dude, it was crazy because it's like there's a whole floor and there's a map inside of the room. I have it on my phone. But there's a map inside of the room of the hotel floor that you're on, and it's like it shows the hallway. Then at the end, it shows every room, and it shows 701, and it's our room's literally the whole end of the hotel that wraps around the building. So we got like the nicest suite on that floor. I don't know if it's like that for every floor, and then at the top if there's like a penthouse. But dude, the room was freaking sick. It overlooked the city. Super nice shower. It had a bathtub in it, jacuzzi tub, which I got in the night of, but I'm in it with my freaking feet sitting above the bath, like, oh my gosh, because I couldn't even put them in warm water.
Yeah.
Anyway, next day, I'm walking around. I bought Hey Dudes.
You did? You bought some Hey Dudes?
I bought some Hey Dudes because we were walking around Greenville that night.
They're comfortable, man.
They're comfortable, but then the top just kept rubbing against my foot.
Yeah, you gotta. I mean, yeah.
But they are comfortable.
If you have normal feet and they're not burnt or anything like that, they're super comfortable. You don't even feel this part.
Yeah.
Like they're great for boat shoes. They're great for like house shoes. They're great for wearing with socks like I am right now.
Yeah.
Like they're great shoes.
I mean, they're the new Sanooks, pretty much.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So I got a pair. I was like, maybe these will help. So I tried them on. I was like, not bad. And then they started rubbing against the top of my feet. So it's like, right, we're sitting down at a restaurant. I walked to the restaurant with my freaking slippers on, like on a street.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just chilling. And they're like this thin. Like they're hotel shoes. They're meant to just be walking around in a robe. You know what I mean? Put those back on. Next day, Southeast Game Exchange. We're there we went there at 11 and didn't leave till 5. So for 6 hours we're there, and I'm walking around in hotel shoes.
Really?
Dude, hotel shoes the whole time.
I am so geeked.
I know.
God.
Wearing a vintage Modern Warfare 2 shirt with my shorts on and hotel slippers, dude. It was so funny.
That is hilarious.
It was hilarious, but dude, that was so fun, and it's like just being there definitely got me through the pain that my feet were going through. I had Hannah recording me because I was like, this is such great content to make video game wise. So dude, I literally have like a 5-minute video of me talking to this other YouTuber. His name's Chase for the Right Price, and he flips and stuff, but he does a lot of video games and stuff. He has like 87,000 subscribers, and it's like he sat there and had like a 5-minute conversation with me, and it was like I just picked his brain on like, okay, how did you start YouTube? When did you start to see growth? And I was like, what deals are you looking for while you're here? And just kind of like just talk to him, but then really ask him some questions. I was like, I've been doing YouTube for a little over a year now. I was like, my channel has like 2.5 thousand subscribers. He's like, are you serious? I was like, I'm monetized. I've only been doing it for a little over a year. He's like, dude, that's crazy. He's like, it takes a while. He's like, once you get to the point that you're at is when you're going to start seeing the exponential growth. He's like, it's just hard to get to that point. He's like, but you're at a great point. He's like, just keep going. And I have this on video. Yeah. So it's like, I'm going to post it to my channel. And then I talked to this other guy. I dealed with him. So I bought something off of him because he set up a booth. He has like 377,000 subscribers. His name's Phoenix Resale. Mm-hmm. But I like deal with him. So there's like a 3-minute segment of me talking to him, which is cool. And then I didn't talk to him, but I got him on video. Boogie2988 was there. I don't know if you know him. That's Francis. If you remember who Francis was, the big fat guy with glasses who like would get mad and like break an Xbox, or like they would like make a bunch of Mountain Dew drinks and eat Doritos and stuff.
No, I haven't.
You know,
No, I don't.
Anyway, he's in from the early areas of YouTube.
Yeah.
He had like 10 million subscribers. Some scandal with him happened, like he was trying to scam his fans and stuff, and then like things went downhill because he started getting less views, and he went from like 10 million subscribers to like 5 million. Oh. So he was there, and like these two YouTubers that I just mentioned, people were like talking to them, but like Francis was there, and or Boogie was there. He set up a booth, but like nobody was going over there because he kind of has like a little bit of a bad rap. I'm not saying anything, but he kind of something happened, so not many people were there. I don't know. It was just kind of wild. But anyway, I just had a super good time. Got some really valuable content from other YouTubers, and I spent like $600 on video games there. But I got some crazy games. Mm-hmm. Don't want to get into deep to that because that's like I can get really niche when it comes into.
Well, yeah, but also like check out the video.
Yeah, check out. Go subscribe to my channel. Check out that video. I'm gonna have like 3 separate videos coming up on what I have on my channel on that, because I got some really cool knowledge from other YouTubers that I just really appreciated. And I had some really shoes come in the mail while I was gone, so I'm gonna make a video on that too. Anyway, but
that's dope. That's a lot of content from that.
A lot of content.
And that's really cool too, that because we didn't. Hannah asked me, she's like, "Where are Bailey and Hannah at?" And I was like, I don't know, I thought they're gonna be home.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, it looks like they're in Greenville, South Carolina.
They were.
And then you started posting videos and like on your story of you being at that video game con, and I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
like
dude, sick.
that's right up Bailey's alley.
Yeah, it was awesome.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. Y'all made a stop back home on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm glad y'all had a dope honeymoon. I know that
Yeah.
shit kind of sucks with the sunburn, but
Yeah.
it happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
We leave for the beach Saturday, going down to Litchfield, which is like right near Pawleys Island.
Yeah.
So
What,
definitely
is that in South Carolina?
Yeah, Litchfield is like Hannah's family has gone there for years, but it's like a little private community.
Yeah.
You literally just rent a golf cart and like you can ride around the entire place. And our condo that we stay in is literally like there's like hotel style condos like right in front of us.
Yeah.
But all we do is literally like drive across our yard, park the golf cart, and then walk onto the beach.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not super far away.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good time. It's super relaxing, and I really need freaking vacation, dude.
Dude, I hear you. I need another one.
Yeah. So like I was telling you how my boss was on vacation this week.
Yeah.
The manager of our shop inside of Eastman was on vacation as well.
Really?
Yeah. So it's just. I mean, there was like 4 of us there, but 2 of them work out in the shop.
Yeah.
Suzanne, the other woman that works there, she does like sales orders and stuff. She can support what Mike does a lot, but where Charles is my boss and Charles does all the sales stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody at Eastman needed everything, and they were coming straight to me, and it was just like instead of me and Charles taking on that, it was just your boy.
Yeah. Dude.
So it was rough. I mean, I got through it. And it wasn't terrible, but it's definitely one of those things where it's like, welcome back.
Yeah.
Please come back.
Yeah, holy cow. Dude.
Yeah, but hopefully I handled it well enough to where they didn't have to call him too much on vacation, because I hate to tell him, but I ain't answer my phone.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
I
It's just
feel
like,
you, dude.
if I answer your email when I wake up at 7:30 in the morning, I may be looking at emails for like 30 minutes, but after that I'm vacation mode.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so
As you should be.
yeah, I just
Yeah.
I think it's super important to keep a work and home life balance. Like keep it separate, and like not necessarily, because like you can't always be 50-50 with it, because sometimes you need to be more at work and you got to bust your ass a little bit more at work.
Yeah.
But there's also times where like you need to be 100% present with your home life.
Mm-hmm.
So like the balance is just like knowing, you know, when you're splitting your time and also being present in both of those.
Yeah.
So like, for example, like say in the future I'm working and then I get off and my kid has a baseball game or a football game. Mm-hmm. Like when I go to that football game, I'm not answering phone calls. I'm 100% present there for my kid. Work can wait. Yeah. You know what I mean?
As it should be.
Yeah. And that I definitely want to keep that balance. It's just hard to do. The more you move up, the more responsibility you get. It's harder to do that, but I've done a good job so far with that, so I'm gonna try and keep that up. But yeah, once I go to the beach, see ya.
Phone on D&D.
Exactly, bro. I'm probably gonna leave it at the condo, honestly.
I don't blame you, dude.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna bring a book, some bocce ball.
That's what I do.
And about 27 beers.
Yeah. That's all you need, dude.
Yeah, dude. I'm kicking it on the beach with my fiance and my future mother-in-law. So that's.
Oh, is that all that's going? Did you, her and her mom?
That's what we did last year. Yeah, last year it was just us 3, and it was great.
Yeah.
I mean, it was awesome.
Cool.
We just hung out on the beach. Her mom is really cool about. Her mom's just happy to just be at the beach and be away from like the stress of Kingsport.
Yeah.
Like her job and her family and everything. So like just being there, she's just like, yeah, y'all do whatever the hell you want. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
here.
cool.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So I mean, we'll go out to eat together like most of the nights.
Mm-hmm.
But her mom was really cool last year of being like, you guys go do something. Like you guys go do like a date night and go do your own thing. I'll be fine. I'll go get something to eat myself. And we're like, okay. So I think we're planning on doing that again this year. Like me and Hannah just taking like, cause not this Saturday, but next Saturday is Hannah's birthday. So when we're coming back from the beach, it'll be her birthday. So I think we're gonna try and do something at the beach for her birthday.
Yeah. Oh dang! So you are gonna be out of town for my Hannah's birthday, cause her birthday's on July 22nd.
Oh shoot! Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's this. We'll be at the beach. So that'll be like what? Like, is it Tuesday or Wednesday? Or?
I don't know. I don't even know what today is.
Today's the
16th?
16th? Yeah, today's the 16th. Yeah, because Crazy 8's.
So it's a week
yesterday,
from
the
today, I
15th.
guess. A week from yesterday? It's next Saturday. I'm pretty sure.
What?
I think it's next Saturday.
I don't know. We'll figure that out. It's this Saturday.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
that's right. Yeah.
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 This Saturday. So we'll be leaving. We'll be on our way to the. We'll probably be at the beach.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking about whenever we were driving back last night. I was thinking about you because because you asked me to do it, and I would have done it had I been in town. Did the Crazy 8's go good?
Yeah, it was kind of weird this year, honestly.
Did it rain at all?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
It was
Okay, good.
yeah. So it was piss pouring all day yesterday, like on and off.
Yeah.
And I was so focused on it because I haven't been training for the Crazy 8's necessarily this year. I've been running, but me, Dominic, and his little brother Chris, and Chris's friend Grayson are all gonna run the Haunted Half Marathon in October. So that's what we've all been training for.
Mm-hmm.
Just like slowly, like incrementally more miles each week or every other week.
Yeah.
So like this past Monday,
Mm-hmm.
I ran like 8 miles.
Okay.
And it was like a
Yeah.
9:42 pace.
I remember you sending that to me. I was like,
And I mean, felt great.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't even winded. And I mean, the only thing that I've noticed now is like when I run more miles, it's like I can run say this upcoming week, I'll probably shoot for like 9 miles
yeah.
and hit 9 miles.
Yeah.
That last mile, it's not my cardio that fails, it's my body. Like my legs.
Really?
Yeah, like my legs are just shot.
Yeah.
And I'll start cramping,
Yeah.
or I'll just like my form of my running starts getting really bad, so my knees will start aching, my lower back will start aching.
Dang.
And so that's a good sign to me is like, okay, my cardiovascular system's there.
Yeah.
I can, keep my heart rate in like the 150, 160s
Exactly.
and run that long.
Yeah.
So that's a good sign, but I just got to make sure my legs, just keep working on my legs to get them to where they can do it.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're planning on running that, so I've only been focusing on distance,
Mhm.
really.
Yeah.
And with the Crazy 8's, I was like, going into it, leading up to it, I was kind of like, well, I set a goal last year of running it in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's like a 9-minute pace, and I beat that last year.
Okay.
My time last year was 44:24.
Okay. Explain what the Crazy 8's are.
The Crazy 8's it's actually known fairly well. So it's a qualifier for the Boston Marathon. It's a 5-mile race, 8 kilometers, and it's known for being the world's fastest because they set a record back in 80s maybe
I don't know.
of 22 minutes and 4 seconds. That is the fastest 8K ran in the world ever,
Wow.
and it was set here in Kingsport.
No way.
Yeah, it was set here in Kingsport.
Golly.
And so every year it's like a big thing of like, are they gonna do it this year? So like last year was the closest we'd ever seen because two dudes finished like right next to each other at 22:11.
Wow.
So they missed it. They missed it by like 7 seconds.
No way.
7 seconds is what they missed
Dang.
it by. This year I think the winning time was like 22:40. There's
Yeah.
some dude from Utah.
Really?
It was like 29-year-old from Utah, I think.
Mm.
Shout out to that guy. He just won $10,000.
For winning the Crazy 8's?
Yeah, winning the Crazy 8's, the first place prize is 10 grand.
No
I
way.
swear. But yeah, since it's a qualifier for the Boston Marathon, that's what...
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Never knew that.
So that's why I was worried about not being able to run it yesterday because the rain was so bad and there was lightning and thunderstorms moving in and out of the area.
Yeah.
But they literally said they're like, rain or shine, if we have to put it off till midnight, like we'll start at midnight. Like
No way.
you have to run that race because it's a qualifying race. So there's no way you can just not do it.
Yeah.
So they ended up pushing it back about an hour. So it's
Okay.
supposed to start at 8:58. We started running about 9:45.
Okay.
So that's when the Crazy 8's 8K officially began. And dude, I'm not gonna lie to you, where I hadn't been working on like my time, more so my distance,
Mhm.
it was tough.
Really?
Yeah, last night was tough.
Did you run it with Hannah?
No, I ran it by myself.
Okay, I saw that Snapchat you sent me, and it was you and
Yeah,
her.
well, it's Hannah and like all my family came out
Yeah.
and like supported,
Yeah.
which was really cool.
That is awesome.
But I ran the. So when you start, there's like thousands of people
Yeah.
on that street.
I saw that the Kingsport Fun Fest Instagram post.
Yeah.
On DV's street, right? Is that where it starts?
Yeah, on Fort Henry.
Fort Henry, yeah.
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 Dude.
A bunch.
There's a ton of people. And the crazy, and like, so when you first start off and everybody's getting going, like you start running and everybody thinks they're a marathon runner and they're gonna run this so fast.
Yeah.
So like everybody is like trying to get to the front, and it's like you need to find like what your pace is and like get with that pace and just try and stay there.
Yeah.
But it's so congested at the beginning that I'm like running and I'm like, at first I looked at my watch and it's like you're running at a 9:50 pace, and I just started.
Yeah.
But like I can't go anywhere, so like obviously I gotta make up my time as soon as I get clear.
Yeah.
So I'm like weaving in and out of people and like running as quick as I can to try and lower that pace back down to like 8:45 to make that 45-minute time, because probably got the best of me. I wanted to do it in under 45 minutes this year.
Yeah.
So I tried. So I ended up, making the turn up, and once we hit the first mile, my watch was like, you just ran that mile in 8:38, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Because I could feel it. I was gassed.
Yeah.
And where it just rained and the heat kind of kicked back in, I was drenched in sweat. It was so humid outside.
Yeah.
Like there was condensation on our windows when we got home, and like,
Golly.
yeah, I mean like, you just it was just sticky.
Jeez.
It was sticky outside.
Yeah.
But so I think about the first 2 miles I ran. I think there was like an 8:38, and then like an 8:50, and then shortly after that it was like little over 9 minutes, and then it was like 9:20, 9:40. So like after the third mile, I realized I was like, I need to slow down because my heart rate was shooting up to close to 180, and I don't want to run at that because it's just not good. And so I was like, I'm just gonna slow down and just run my race and just finish.
Yeah.
So I ended up finishing at like 47 minutes.
That's not bad though.
No, it's not bad. And plus, one thing that I was really kind of like, I'm kind of proud of is we were coming back down Fort Henry. So like, the route is in a figure eight almost.
Okay.
So you run in our neighborhood, a big loop, and then you come back through Fort Henry where you started, and then you turn right on Eastman again, and then run over in that neighborhood over here next to Johnson.
Green Acres,
In Green Acres.
Yeah.
And then you do a big loop there. So you know where like Nick's Chicken is?
Yeah.
You run up on Sherwood right there, and then get on Fort Henry right there and run all the way back to the stadium.
Okay.
And then you finish inside the stadium.
Okay.
So we're coming down probably like right next to Food City where the gas station is.
Yeah.
And at that point, you're kind of in the group that you've been in, because everybody's running at that pace. You get a couple people that are trying to run by you or that you're passing, but for the most part, there's probably a group of like 20 people that you typically just ran the last 2 miles with.
Yeah.
And you're going to finish with.
Yeah.
And there was this one kid beside me. I don't know who he is,
Yeah.
but we were right there. I mean, literally like quarter of a mile from the finish line.
Yeah.
And he stopped. Like he was like walking, like he was running, and then he stopped running and started walking. And I remember looking at him and I was just like, nah, dude, if that was me, I would want somebody to just like, yo, come on, bro. So like as I ran by him, I like tapped him on the shoulder. I was like, hey, come on, man, we're almost there.
Yeah.
And he just like shook his head like this and just ran. And he was like trying to keep up with me at first, and he'd fall back, so I'd fall back with him just to be that person to be like, I got you right here.
Yeah.
We're standing right beside each other.
Yeah.
And so we finished the race together. So because like at that point I was like, I'm not making my time.
Yeah.
So might as well just help somebody else make that. So
that sucks.
It does suck. But he stopped, and I was like, nah, dude. Like,
exactly.
This is a quarter of a mile, bro.
Come on.
You can push a quarter of a mile.
Yeah.
So it was cool to just like pick somebody else up during that race and like get them through it. So that was fun. But it was a lot of fun. And as soon as I crossed the finish line, dude, I had chills for like the next hour. Just because it's like such an adrenaline dump. There's so many people there. There's people yelling and music and stuff, and like you finish that race and you're like, dude, I just did that. And then it's like an adrenaline dump. So plus all my family was there, so as I'm coming through the stadium, they're also, I finally see them on the right side as I'm running through, and I like come by and I like give them all high fives as I finish the race. It was a fun time. Dude. It's a fun race. I'm really looking forward to this half marathon though, because that's gonna be
when's that coming up?
October 28th.
Where at?
Kingsport.
What's it called?
The Haunted Half Marathon.
The Haunted Half Marathon.
So so that's usually
13 miles.
13.1.
13.1.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 13.1 is the half, and then you have like a full marathon. It's 26.2. But yeah. So I'm really looking forward to that. That I will be more time focused. We kind of have a goal right now. So like I've been running everything at a pretty decent, like, 10-minute pace is pretty solid for me.
Mm-hmm.
I can run quicker than that. Like those 8 miles, my average pace was 9:42, so I was really proud of that one.
Yeah.
But keeping that pace is gonna be good, I think, because that's a competitive pace for me, and that's gonna let us finish in under 2.5 hours.
Okay.
So if we can finish under 2.5 hours,
Yeah.
that's kind of our goal right now. Is
Under
to do
2.5?
that. Yeah.
I mean, that's obviously doable.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
for
mean?
sure.
That's like, what is that, 10 minutes?
Yeah,
10 minutes a mile?
10-minute pace, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad at all.
No. But yeah, so, and that's one thing is running is so much fun. I used to shit
Yeah.
on running
Yeah.
because I was like big into the gym and like I had the mindset of like I'm trying to get like big, I'm trying to like build muscle, and running is obviously not the best way to do that. It's kind of counterproductive.
Elongate your muscles.
Yeah, it doesn't. Hypertrophy does not come from running at all.
Yeah.
So I really like shit on running for a while, but then when I got into running, like training for the Crazy 8's last year,
Yeah.
I really fell in love with it, and
Yeah.
it just this year especially, like running more and more. Like I've never ran more than 5 miles until
Yeah.
this year.
Really?
Yeah, so like the Crazy 8's last year was like a race was just like I'm nervous to even if I'm gonna finish.
Yeah.
You know, because I was like I don't know if I can run this at this pace for 5 miles, but
Yeah.
like this year is just like I ran 8 miles Monday. Like I
Exactly.
can finish this race no
Exactly.
problem.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? So
Yeah.
yeah, every time I increase my mileage, it's just like I've never ran this far before,
Yeah.
and I've never ran that far before, and then, so it's a lot of fun, and I really enjoy running. It's definitely it's a good like break from everything. Like it's just like lifting, but like lifting, there's so many people around you, but like running is just like just you.
Yeah.
There's just a personal battle.
Yeah.
You know, just
Dude,
like
it's awesome.
you don't want to do it,
Yeah.
but you keep pushing and you
Yeah.
keep pushing and you just see how far you can push your body
Yeah.
to go. It's really cool. Plus, I was running that 8 miles Monday, and I think about 4.5 miles in, because I run a loop around here that's like exactly 2 miles.
Yeah.
So I just know how many laps I got to do to hit 8 miles is 4.
Yeah.
After the second loop, I was like 4.5 miles in, and I started cramping.
Yeah.
Like my calf and like right behind my knee.
Oh, dude, I know
My
exactly.
hamstrings
Yeah.
started cramping, so I was kind of running peg-legged for a little bit. And I remember calling Hannah when I was coming up around back by our house again,
Yeah.
and I was like about to hit 6 miles, and I was always like, I need you to get my Gatorade. I need you to bring it out here right now. Because I am cramping, dude, and I'm cramping. So as soon I like ran up our driveway, I grabbed it and kept running, just a couple drinks and like threw the Gatorade.
Yeah.
And as soon as I got the Gatorade in my system, the cramp went away. And
No way, really?
Yeah. And I ran the other 2 miles. But that whole time I was cramping for that like 1.5 miles to get back to the house.
Yeah.
To get my Gatorade. The only thing in my mind was David Goggins doing bench press going, who's going to carry the boats?
Yeah.
Who's going to carry the boats? And I
Yeah.
was just like, nah, me. I'm
Yeah.
going to do it.
Yeah, dude. That's sick.
So, but yeah, running's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And it's cool because not only do I get to push myself in the gym, I get to push myself like in a personal battle.
Yeah.
Like it's literally just like it's not necessarily me versus the weight to push it off. It's literally like me versus myself.
Mm-hmm.
Me versus see how far I can push myself and not bitch out.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But it was a good time, man. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's sick.
And races are fun too. It kind of gives me that feeling of being like in sports again.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's
you get
cool.
you get that giddiness, that like nervousness before you go out and play,
Mhm.
you know, a football game or something. And it's really cool that I get to finish in J. Fred. Like,
Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome.
it's so similar to a football game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like you finish in J. Fred, there's a ton of people there, everybody's
Yeah.
cheering and stuff. It's like, yeah, I've been on this hill before, feeling this again, and it's
Yeah.
really cool to feel it
That's sick.
later. It's not the same, but it's as close to it as I can get.
Mhm.
And it feels really good.
Yeah.
Um,
That's awesome. I definitely want to do the Crazy 8's next year.
Dude, you should. It's such a
I
fun
definitely
race.
will.
It is fun.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about the Crazy 8's, the reason all these, you know, they've made it a qualifier and all these people come here to set records is it's so flat.
Yeah.
There's not much elevation change
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
You know, like the biggest hill you really have to get over is like Eastman Road. I mean, it's just it's a gradual incline,
Yeah.
but it's at the very beginning.
Yeah.
So after that, you just kind of coast everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. And you should definitely do it.
Oh, no, I
I'll train
definitely
with
will.
you.
I'd
I'll
love to.
definitely train with you to do that. and especially when you finish, it's such an accomplishment.
Yeah.
You feel great,
I guarantee it.
and you get that medal. The medal feels cool.
Yeah.
Obviously, everybody gets a medal, but still, it's cool to have the medal.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Participation medal.
Mm-hmm.
But still, no, that is cool, especially with what you did to get that medal.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else got it a different way, but yeah, no, that's sick.
Yeah.
The most I've ever ran is a 5K, and like me and you went on a run a while back ago, and that's the most I'd ran since I've ran a 5K.
Mm-hmm.
I was on average running 2 miles every day because I found a little groove that I like downtown. Then me and Tucker ran 2.5 miles, like 2.55. 2.65, something around there, 2.55, let's just say that. And like right there at the end, I don't know what happened, dude. My ankle started giving out on me, and then I got a side stitch from hell, and I was like, I couldn't. I had to stop.
Those side stitches are hard to fight through.
And I wasn't trying to wimp out. I wasn't being a bitch about it. I was like, I seriously can't breathe. I didn't know what to do, because it's not like I got a side stitch, but you can push through it. I was like, dude, what is wrong?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've noticed too that, so I'll get side stitches sometimes, and one thing that's really helped me get through that is breathing. If you can control your breathing, like the whole Crazy 8's, the whole 8 miles I ran the other day, I didn't take one single breath through my mouth. It's all nasal breathing.
No way.
Yeah,
None through your mouth.
No, I don't ever breathe through my mouth.
Yeah.
Some people would say that you're supposed to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, because out through your mouth helps you expel all the carbon dioxide from your lungs. It just doesn't work that well for me. I'll give myself a side stitch doing that.
Really?
So I just keep breathing through my nose as long as I can keep my breath like that. So like I'll do like a 1-2 cadence. So like I'll take 2 steps, breathe in, 2 steps, breathe out, 2 steps, breathe in, 2 steps, breathe out. And I'll start breathing like that from the moment I start my run. So like I'm not even winded, but I'm going like.
Oh, it's not just a.
Well, I mean, I try to breathe like that, but like I'm also like.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of doing it itself, but yeah, that's kind of like how I hear it in my head is like that.
Yeah,
because I'm taking steps.
Okay, I'm with you. Yeah.
So I try and keep my cadence like that.
Yeah.
But that's what really helps me keep my side stitches off.
Yeah.
And also, once you get past a certain point, you kind of get like that runner's high.
Yeah.
And when the endorphins kick in, all your pain goes away.
Yeah.
All your pain. Side stitch disappears.
Yeah.
You just gotta. It's a pain in the ass to fight through that.
Yeah.
Like, cause like at the Crazy 8's last night, it was probably like mile 3. Mile 3 sucked.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm dying.
Yeah.
Because it's so freaking hot.
Yeah.
I'm dehydrated. That's one thing I didn't do last night is hydrate well.
Yeah.
I timed my food really well, so I had like the energy in me to do it.
Yeah.
But I did not hydrate well. And it was so humid and hot last night that I was just, everything was coming out. And I had no water in me.
Dang.
So I was like, I was sipping water, and I usually never drink anything when I run.
Yeah.
I only drink after I run.
Do you have water with you, or there's like tables?
There's stations during the race that you can like grab some water and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did not hydrate well, and it was so damn humid last night that it was just, it was a rough one.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, after that we got home, said bye to the family and everything, and then Hannah said something about getting food, and I was like, I'm not hungry. And then all of a sudden I thought about it, and I was like, I'm gonna Taco Bell.
Oh my god.
I smashed like $20 worth of Taco Bell last night, dude. Yeah.
Holy cow.
Felt great.
I bet it did.
I had a big old. I wanted a Sprite, but they only served Starry. So
really?
He's like, is Starry okay? And I didn't know what he said at first. And I was like, oh, that's Sierra Mist. Yeah, sure, whatever. So I had a large soda. I never drink soda, so it was delicious. Dude. It was so good. But yeah, it's a good time, man. And Crazy 8's, if nobody's ever done it, definitely. It's not hard to get to 5 miles. It's really not. You just like anything else, you just gotta work for it. You're not gonna be able to start out running 5 miles.
Yeah.
You may be able to start out running 30 seconds, run 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Take a break, run another 30 seconds. Do that for about 30 minutes. And then incrementally just work your way up, to a point where you can hit a mile. So then at that point, you run a mile. And then take a couple days off, run another mile. And then slowly work your way up to that point. That's exactly what I did. You know, I started running miles over here at Johnson.
Yeah, that's the best way to start.
Started running miles, and then worked my way up, and then every like 2-3 weeks I would have like a day of just like, okay, forget my time. I'm just going to see how far I can go.
Yeah.
And then once I hit that, I was like, okay, I can run 3 miles.
Yeah.
So let's try and push the time down and start running 3 miles. Now, eventually, like right now, I'm up to like 8 miles. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
hopefully by October, we'll be at 13.1.
Yeah.
Maybe 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good time. So you want to get into this starting 5?
Yeah, let's transfer over to the
Yeah.
starting 5. Shout out to Jordan McAvoy. Homie has selected this week's starting 5. So this week's starting 5 is athletes, all-time athletes.
Yep. Top 5 all-time athletes. Our opinions.
Our opinions. So nobody get offended. We're not, it's like if we don't have like a Mike Tyson and a Muhammad Ali and Serena Williams, like it's just because it's our personal opinion of our favorite all-time athletes.
Yeah, and like some of the athletes in here also are like we didn't get to watch Mike Tyson or Muhammad Ali fight.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
we can all look up highlights and stuff. Like they didn't have any like personal, like we didn't get to witness their greatness.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard for us to say like, oh yeah, that's one of our top 5 athletes of all time. So even though we respect that greatness.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you don't agree with our list, please put your own in the comments.
Yeah.
Let us know what your top 5 athletes are of all time.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can go ahead and get into ours if you want to go ahead.
Yeah, so just like every other episode, from 5 to 1. So coming in at number 5, I gotta put the boy up there, LeBron James. I mean, that some people may think that's low on the list. LeBron James, I don't know. I still vouch for him. Some people, he's so controversial. Some people love him. Some people hate him. You know what I mean? And I will always be a LeBron fan. What he's done is crazy.
I just pay attention to sports.
I just pay attention. Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just pay attention to sports. Too.
I just want to like think about his sports career.
Yeah.
He is very controversial.
Yeah.
And there's some stuff I agree with, sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you know what? Whatever. You're dope ass basketball player.
Yeah, I know. And I mean, some people that even could care less about politics still don't even like him as a basketball player.
Yeah.
So some people just don't like his attitude. You know what I mean? I love LeBron. I mean, the longevity that he's had in his career, like we could go on and on forever. He just passed the all-time scoring record, which this one will probably never be beat. Actually, they said that about Kareem, and it's been 38 years since Kareem set that, or however long. But it's insane. So, and LeBron still just announced that he is playing next season, and he's probably going to play one after that if he really wants to play with his son. So it's like he's setting a record that will probably never be beat.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For sure.
Athletes have to or basketball athletes still have to attend 1 year of college before going into the NBA. LeBron didn't do that. You know what I mean? It's insane. Anyway, LeBron James, number 5 for me. Number 4, growing up watching football, I don't watch nearly as much football as I used to when I was a kid because I used to play football as a kid and it meant a lot more and I was buying football cards all the time. Number 4, I'm going to have to put Tom Brady. Like, in my opinion, like, there's so many other great all-time football players. But then when you put it in the realm of quarterbacks and what he has accomplished, he has more Super Bowl rings than an entire franchise.
The entire NFL.
The entire NFL.
Any team in the NFL.
Yeah.
Tom
Brady.
Yeah. Tom Brady has the most.
That's insane. Like, you gotta, like, get hats off. And just, like, I can say this about Tom Brady. I mean, he retired. And then I can say this about LeBron. Like, regardless of how you feel about these players, we're alive right now. We are witnessing history. So it's like, dude, you got to give these people their roses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
their flowers.
I don't care how people think about LeBron. Just realize that you're witnessing history. So it's like, you might as well pay attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Number 3, I'm just such a fan of him. People disagree with this. Some people don't even watch the sport, but Israel Adesanya. Man, I love Izzy. He's just such a dope dude. The way he is in the octagon and the way he carries himself, like outside of that, just his appearances on podcasts, him on social media. He's a nerd. He loves anime, but he's flashy too. He likes the jewelry. He likes fashion. He one of the first things he did, he's not a crazy millionaire. He's got a couple million, but he's like, he bought a McLaren, which is just such a dope car. I just get it.
Yeah.
He's so relatable to, it's like, if I was in his position, I would be doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
But then he spreads such a good message too. Like, the last fight he won when he beat Alex Pereira, like, he's just like,
that whole ending speech was badass.
Dude.
It got me fired up.
oh my gosh,
Yeah.
man. Like, I mean, just go check it out. I couldn't repeat it, and I wouldn't do it justice if I tried to repeat it. But he's just like saying that there are no excuses. You can go get it. You were given your story, everything that you have. You are you, and you have a lot to have. That is for you to go get.
Mm-hmm.
He says that was so much more beautifully. Anyway, dude, Izzy.
Yeah.
Izzy's number 3 for me. Number 2, same sport. John Jones.
Yeah.
John Jones is my guy, has never lost. He has won no contest and 1 disqualification, which counts as a loss, but he's never lost.
Yeah.
He's the best UFC fighter of all time, in my opinion. There's other people that, like, you got Khabib, then you have George St. Pierre. Other GOAT talks, John Jones is that dude for me. He's been through his own battle, and it seems that he's finally at the point where he's been staying out of trouble, and he knows how to handle himself now.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome, and like, I just mad respect it. Like, people will say he's the GOAT, and then the first thing he says after he wins a fight, he's like, I gotta give credit to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I'm like, that is sick, dude.
Yeah.
That, like, for me, that means so much.
Humbleness.
And humbleness. He has 1 tattoo, and it's Philippians. I don't know which one.
413.
It might be 413. I don't know which one it is, but that, like, that's his 1 tattoo. I'm like, that's sick.
That's,
And he's
that's one of the most popular Philippians.
Yeah.
Ones. I mean, that's the most popular Philippians
yeah,
verse.
yeah, and he's the baddest man.
Yeah, he is.
John Jones is my number 2. You know what I mean? Number 1, I wouldn't be interested in what I'm interested. I wouldn't have done the things I've done if it wasn't for, and this goes back to what you were saying earlier. I wasn't even alive when this man was doing what he was doing. I was alive for a little bit, but not enough to remember it.
Mm-hmm.
But with everything that I'm interested in and what I want to do in my future, a seed has been planted for sure because of this man, and that man is Michael Jordan.
Mm.
I could go on a 10-day tangent. I'm talking about 240 hours straight of me talking about Michael Jordan. I have done so much research. I have bought so much memorabilia. I'm a sneakerhead because of this dude. I want to open a store because of the wave that this man, like, he might be the most well-known person to ever live ever.
Yeah.
Aside from, like, maybe Hitler.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we got a good one. Like,
Yeah.
everybody knows Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
He's like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody knows Jordan. It's crazy. And Nike wouldn't be. Anyway, Michael Jordan is my number 1 athlete of all time. With just his mindset, and whatever it takes to win, he would pull fuel from the good things. He would pull fuel from the bad things. He created that competition for himself.
Ultimate competitor.
Ultimate competitor.
Yeah, the world had never seen anything like that.
No, nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So,
That's me.
good top 5.
Yeah. Should I go through that?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so we got LeBron, Tom Brady, Israel Adesanya, John Jones, Michael Jordan.
So my top 5 athletes of all time, our number 5 is the exact same, LeBron James.
Hey, I get it.
I'm a super big LeBron fan.
Mhm.
I've never really followed a certain team in the NBA. I've always just kind of followed LeBron.
Me too.
You know,
Yeah.
just not necessarily taking credit for being like, oh yeah, I was a Cavs fan when they won the championship, or I was a Lakers fan when they won it, or the Heat fan. It's just not necessarily that. It's just I was just hyped to watch LeBron climb to that point of superstardom in the NBA and become who he is now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been really cool to watch, and never really following the NBA like a certain team, but just him is just watching him from the beginning to the end has just been incredible, and he's so dominant. Just a great NBA player, and fantastic, just electrifying to watch.
He is.
And he's such a team player.
Yeah.
I think that's what's so much different about him, and how he's been able to make his stamp on the league is he plays so well with other people. He knows how to be that GM and get the right people in the right places and play well with other people. Like, he doesn't have to, like, Kyrie hit the final shot of that 2016 NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Because LeBron knew that Kyrie had that.
Yeah, court vision.
Exactly. He had the court vision. He knew that matchup was there for Kyrie to hit that shot. So, shout out to him. That's my number 5 is LeBron. My number 4, Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods,
Tiger Woods. Golf had never seen somebody so dominant like that. I mean, I guess you had, like, people way back in the day, but, like, for our generation, like, Tiger Woods, if you go back and watch some of his Masters highlights, like, I've sat at work before and just, like, had it on, because I have 2 screens at work. I'll put Tiger Woods, like, that Masters tournament on there. The last day, Sunday, when he's in red, you know, coming out there with the lead, but people ride on his tail, and he doesn't falter. I mean, he just plays that course like he had the past 4 days in Augusta and just whooped everybody's ass.
Wow.
And, you know, that, and then going back to, like, the most iconic moment of history for Nike, other than Jordan, was when Tiger Woods hit that chip shot and it rolled up the green and started rolling down the green. And what's crazy to me is right before it rolls in the hole, it stops. The Nike logo stops and shows right at the camera. And then drops. And it's just like one of those moments is like that such synchronicity is just like that was meant to happen. That he is that dude. He is him.
Dude.
He is him.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Tiger
Woods as many, you know, golf championships and tournaments he's won, that's my number 4. My number 3, Kobe Bryant.
Kobe.
Yeah, rest in peace to him. That he was like, he's one of those types for me that gives me like that fuel, that motivation like David Goggins does. Or I mean, that Mamba mentality. If you listen to that man speak, he's such a competitor that it's just inspirational. It's hard, even if you're not big on competition or sports in general, listen to his speeches or listen to his interviews and tell me you don't want to go win an NBA championship. Tell me you don't want to go do something, run through a brick wall for what this dude was talking about. The dude is just, his mindset and his work ethic is so inspirational. And, you know, it really sucks that his life was cut short, him and his daughter Gianna. That was very tragic, but I'm going to give him his flowers on this one. Number 3 on my list is Kobe Bryant, Black Mamba.
He's earned it, dude.
He's earned it. Five rings. I mean, freaking competitor, dude. When you saw him, you know it was over. When he was biting his jersey, get out the way.
Bro. And 81 points.
81
points. That's insane.
Yeah, what did he drop? 60 in his last game?
His last game, 60.
Last game, dropped 60.
What the heck, dude?
I know.
Like, some players...
And whenever he tore his Achilles, still shot those free throws.
Yeah.
Still came out there and shot those free throws. That's just... I love the mentality.
I do too,
it's respectable. So my number 2, Michael Jordan.
Let's go, dude.
The only reason Kobe's not above Michael is because Kobe learned everything he had from Michael. That competitive edge. Michael paved the way to be that person, and Kobe followed suit and did it almost identical to how Michael did it. The only difference is one championship. One championship. That's why I had to give it to Michael. It's just like, to me, it's just like, championships is the epitome of greatness. Like, that's why LeBron is kind of lower on my list too. Like, I love LeBron, but he has 4.
I know.
You know? He's been in more than both of those guys have. But he hasn't won them. You know, so it's like, it's hard to give it to him. But Michael Jordan, 6 championships, 2 3-peats. Went and played MLB, came back to the NBA. Like, I mean, just like, dude's a freaking athlete and a competitor, and it's hard to not recognize that. So Michael Jordan's number 2. My number 1, I have followed this guy since I learned what football was. When I first started watching the NFL, it's just like I was drawn to him, and it's Tom Brady.
Dude.
Tom Brady is my freaking dude. That guy is the GOAT. In my opinion, the GOAT of all those. When it comes to being the greatest in your sport as an athlete, you know, granted he is just a quarterback and he ran like the slowest 40 time ever. You know, drafted 199 overall, and to come back and be that dude to win 7 Super Bowls. It's crazy. Just the mindset, the humbleness of Tom Brady, you know, just how he went about the game and how he's just made his moment in history that can never ever be repeated. I don't think it'll ever be repeated.
Dude, I agree.
Ever. Patrick Mahomes is kind of on his way, but he only has 2 right now, and
Yeah.
he's been in the league for a while.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
no, Tom Brady is just that guy. He's the GOAT of all GOATs, in my opinion. 7 Super Bowls, more than any franchise in history. He gave the Patriots 6.
Yeah.
And 6 are tied for them and the Steelers.
That's insane.
And that's it. And he has more than both of them.
And the first year after he left the Patriots
Went to
proved
the
that it
Bucs.
wasn't him and Belichick.
It wasn't Belichick, yeah.
He got it that freaking year, dude.
Yep, got
That's
it that year.
insane.
He left and he said, I'm going to do it. And
Yeah.
he did it. And that's inspirational and motivational. And I love that dude. So
Yeah.
my list is going to go LeBron James, Tiger Woods, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady.
I did. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Fire list.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I guess that was a pretty good one. That one opens up a lot of like good discussion. So leave a comment. Let us know what next week's starting 5 should be.
Yeah.
Do it pretty quick because, like I said earlier in the podcast, I'm going on vacation.
Yeah.
So we got to get a couple more pods in before the next one.
Yeah.
And we kind of got a big one coming up next.
Yeah.
You want to let the people hear the news?
Oh yeah. So we gotta figure out the schedule, but we might be having some guests come on here soon. So we should we say the guests? Or should we keep it a surprise? Because we're gonna have plenty of guests, but
We'll keep it a surprise.
we'll keep it a surprise because if something may not fall through, so hopefully we'll try to get 2 more episodes shot this week because he will be on vacation, and if we have to take a week off, we always can, but we definitely want to try to keep pumping every Monday, and we want to
backlog as many as we can.
yeah, but backlog, yeah. So once we throw this up, which it'll be tomorrow, so Monday, get this up Monday, and like he was saying, please leave a comment for the next starting 5. And even if the next starting 5, we can do top 5 basketball players of all time or football players. Like the possibilities are endless. So let us know your starting 5. And yeah, I mean, I don't know if I have anything else left to say. Stay tuned for the guest.
Yeah, the special guest is gonna be cool. Obviously, it's not like Logan Paul's coming on the podcast.
Yeah,
you know, it's nobody like that. Like obviously, but. It's cool to be now, you know, to the where we're at now and like having like a bunch of our like friends and like people around us being like, yo, like let me hop on, like I want to come on there and, you know, do that with you. It looks like a lot of fun. And it is, dude. It's so much fun. So it's really cool to be able to share this with some people and you know, start our guests. So I think episode 5 is a good time to do that.
Yeah.
It's a nice little, we broke in the podcast, you kind of get the vibe of it. So now we're gonna throw some guests on here and shoot the shit, let you get to know some of our people that are around us. So
yeah.
Looking forward to it, but
Yeah, absolutely.
a good episode, man.
Yes, it was.
We'll see you guys later. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Go follow Bailey's channel for those videos coming out. I know that's probably going to be some dope content, especially him hooking up with some other YouTubers in that same realm.
That's sick.
That's really cool. But I guess we'll see y'all later.
Let's do it again, brother.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Bro, that's off the rip.